Hey, I know what you're thinking. But ponder, Realm and Duke already did a commentary on this video. Shut up. My comment was posted first, and it never showed up, and then the video was taken down. I didn't get my sweet, sweet release, and now I'm more of a pent-up blue-balled and violet Beauregard. That iron dick is mine. I realize now how that could be misinterpreted. Wait, no, stop recording! In the same fashion of what will follow in this video, I feel the need to make a snide comment about how this intro does not at all reflect the quality of the content affixed to its rear. Psst! I'm saying it's not good!
As the saying goes, expect the unexpected.
I'm gonna hold you to that!
Well, guess what? I'm going back to commentating. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be making a few changes to my commentary style that I did. One, I'm going to keep the clip usage to a minimum. I will occasionally come up with the occasional clips, but you know what? I might as well let my commentary do all the talking.
Oh my god, I don't care! Get on to the actual video and refrain from bringing up your past mistakes. You can't very well prove to us that you've gotten better at this if you're too hung up talking about the crap.
Two, I am going to be focusing more on the points that everybody are, and if there are any irrelevant ones, I might as well skip to the point which he goes on and pretty much refute it there.
So you're doing the exact thing that people expect commentators to do? I thought you said to expect the unexpected. This is pretty expected, to be perfectly honest. Wait. But if the expected is unexpected, then I'm expecting the unexpected, which can't be expected because it's unexpected, which can't be expected by itself because the unexpected expecting of the expected is expecting the expecting unexpected spectacles of the expected! Ah!
And three, well, it's going to have something that is a little bit different with a different avatar. Because I'm not going to go for a South Park avatar or any of my avatars on my Wii U, more at my Mod Nation Racers one. No, I'm going to do a little different. So what's my avatar going to be? Well, none other than Iron Man. Because he's a badass and because of my absolutely fantastic experience with Avengers Age of Ultron.
Oh, great! It's another comic nerd-ass using a character that, in the grand scheme of things, has a vastly more interesting personality and life to them in some feeble attempt to assert themselves into the persona of said character to bring some levity to the endless cyclical void that is their life. Never seen that before! Wait a minute.
Speaking of which, you know who I'm going to be ripping on first time since my return? Oh yes, none other than everybody's favourite movie director, Uwe Boll. For those who aren't in the know, Uwe Boll is well notorious for making absolutely abysmal film adaptations to video games. And he recently had an outburst after his Kickstarter failed recently. One for Rampage 3. And I highly doubt everybody's going to back that. But anyway, he's got two. One, June Kickstarter, which has nothing relevant to the subject. And two, him insulting the audience because they didn't even back his Kickstarter. So what did I think of those videos? Well, let's get on with it, shall we? Oh, this is really going to be painful.
You know what that is? That is the Hollywood Reporter, right? Look at them. They're all laughing and smiling. All your idols. You want to be like them, right? So you reading that shit.
Oh, look at that dress, Kiddo! You look lovely in it!
And everybody. And you know what they're doing? They're laughing about you.
Yeah, I think they're laughing mostly because of how much your bullcrap really sucks. They're pretty much laughing how pathetic you are.
Took you all night to come up with that rebuttal, did it? Really racked the brain on that one? See, I can tell. You probably thought that no one would notice, that your hard work would go unappreciated, but Iron Kiddo, I'm here for you. For you and your stupid fucking insults that have no grounding as any sort of argument. What was that you said earlier about focusing on points and skipping things that are irrelevant? Took y'all 2 minutes to stray from that criteria.
They're laughing about you because you make $2,000 a month, and the only thing what you do is you bring it to the box office.
Really? I think filmmakers make a little bit more than that.
He's not talking about filmmakers making $2,000 a month. He's saying that the people who make films are laughing at the consumers because not only do they make significantly less money than the filmmakers, they also spend that money at the box office giving it to the filmmakers.
To watch the next brainwashing, completely fucking bullshit.
Brainwashing bullshit? Couldn't that be described about your films? I mean, I have seen parts of Alone in the Dark. Yeah, I technically watched the Nostalgia Critics review of it. And it's safe to say that you have been getting a lot of flack because of how bad your films are. Yeah. I highly doubt you can actually silence your critics, Uwe Boll.
Talks about how Uwe Boll's movies could be considered brainwashing. Affixes this statement with the fact that he's not seen Uwe Boll's movies and is simply basing his judgment on them around a review of one of the movies made by a person who does not like the film. Guys, I'm not brainwashed, I swear it! I've made a concise and in no way influenced by outside sources' opinion on the films that is factual and based entirely around statistics! Oh, say, can you see?
Right? So that is the most bullshit business with bullshit idiots, one after the other, lined up behind each other. You know, they're all fucking each other in the asses and nobody makes any decisions. All the actors ever work with, Ben Kingsley or whatever, are fucking pussies, nothing else.
Oh, great. Insult everybody just because you don't get your own way. Man, that's real mature.
Not.
Insult everybody just because you don't get your own way. Man, that's real mature. Says the guy whose first and third interjections were direct insults.
They are in the assholes of the managers, agents and publicists and attorneys, and they protect them. And that is like how Hollywood sucks out the capital of so many rich people or people around the world. They're sucking all the capital in so that they can fucking drive a Ferrari in Beverly Hills.
Are you really suggesting that people will buy a Ferrari all because they want to get the money because they're actually either starring in films, directing or producing? I wouldn't say they would want to have a Ferrari. In fact, they might want a Honda or anything that is more economical.
Shut up. That was an example. Ferrari is a brand of cars generally associated as being for or especially owned by the upper class, and Beverly Hills is known for its rich, money-wise population. He's saying that they have a lot of money by citing things that you need a lot of money to have. Oh my god!
That is the film business. It's like a dirty pieces of shit, and I never played that game. I made movies and focused on the movies, right? And that is how I operate.
Actually, I highly doubt that I will believe that. I mean, why is that what you think that people operate that is completely bad and pretty much milking off franchises? Well, guess what? You pretty much are making absolute bad films, and that's how you, when you actually say that's operate and you focus on films. I don't think you're focusing on the film enough. In fact, you actually are making it more, you actually are rushing a product out to release and pretty much making bad acting, low budget effects or low production values. You don't focus much on the films, mate. I mean, that is not how filmmakers operate.
Yes, thank you for stating the exact same thing he stated, that he doesn't operate how Hollywood filmmakers do 30 seconds ago. Would you like to parrot another phrase? Polly want a cracker?
If you actually learned that by now, you wouldn't just be able to do this rant now, wouldn't you?
You know, it's so pissing me off how fake that business is, but also how the young people of today falling in the fucking trap because they're all stupid. You know, like, wake the fuck up.
I'm not really sure if you're going to convince anybody just to say wake the fuck up. I mean, that could be done. That is more, used in terms of people who want to rise up against their governments, but against the film business? Jesus Christ, what kind of drugs are you smoking, mate?
First of all, wake the fuck up is not a phrase unique to overthrowing the government. More often than not, it's a phrase that asks the people to open their eyes and look around and see different perspectives or sources of information. Secondly, he's ranting about how young people adhere to what they've heard and basically fall into Hollywood's financial traps and don't think for themselves. The guy commentating on this has outright stated that he has never watched his movies and is basing his judgment of them off of a Nostalgia Critic review. I find this hilarious.
Iron Man is not existing. The Avengers are not existing. These are all fucking retarded idiots. And Robert Downey Jr. and all that people, yeah, they are idiots. And they're not idiots, they just grab the money and they're laughing their asses off. That the people pay money for that stupid, absurd shit what they're shooting. Like Captain America and all that completely crap.
Oh great, now he's insulting Marvel!
Which I'm totally not biased towards, you guys! Don't look at my avatar! Stop looking at me!
Jesus Christ, Marvel take their time in making the Avengers, which is pretty much what they did this year with Avengers Age of Ultron, which is the follow-up to Avengers Assemble. Yet, what you're doing is pretty much bashing them because you didn't even get your own way and pretty much throwing your toys out of the pram like a complete spoiled brat. Ugh, goodness gracious me, Uwe Boll. You've really turned yourself into a right egotist with your ego going over about 6.5 out of 10.
It's so fake and absurd that I really wish they wouldn't get fucking wiped out. You know, because that is why I did Rampage, and that is what the guy says, we have to fucking kill the rich.
Oh yes, bring out a death print to everybody, all because you didn't get your own way, because your movies bombed, because of negativity and people not liking your films. Man, what a great way to absolutely get your message across. That is just low and completely disgusting of what you just did. You pretty much are insulting everybody, mostly because you just couldn't get your own way like a spoiled brat and a total person who likes to throw his toys out of pram, all because your films bombed at the cinemas.
Says the guy who spent the first third of the commentary directly insulting him. Fun fact, if you're berating him and saying that him insulting everyone else based on the quality of their movies is disgusting, then don't fill your video with insults directed at him and based on the quality of his movies. Makes you look like a sanctimonious prick. Also,
because you didn't even get your own way and pretty much throwing your toys out of the pram like a complete spoiled brat.
I think you're parroting yourself at this point. Rah!
Oh my god. And looking at the title of this one, this had nothing to do with the June Kickstarter that failed. Oh my god. And if you thought that was bad, it gets even worse. I am going to show you the next video and it's called Fuck You All. Yeah, real mature title by the way.
So here's Uwe Boll, and that is the last update. We have only 4 days to do with the Rampage campaign. And that was my third campaign now, after Postal 2 failed, after Indiegogo for Rampage 3 failed, and now Kickstarter failed too.
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Cry me a river, why don't you?
Heads up, if you dislike this commentary, boo-hoo-hoo, cry me a river is basically gonna be my only response. Just saying.
And basically my message is, fuck yourself.
Oh my god.
I'm not wearing pants.
What did you just say to us? You basically just insulted a lot of people all because your Kickstarter failed?
And you insulted him because someone else told you that his movies were bad. What's your fucking point?
My goodness gracious me, this guy's ego really has gone up to 9.0 now, and greater. If there was an ego Richter scale, this guy's ego would go into 9.0 and above. Who on earth thinks that what you're saying is pretty much mature, when in fact that is just plain insulting to everybody who made better stuff and even takes their time to make good stuff. And you, what do? You rely on low budget effects and pretty much low budgets to make your films. And that's how you pretty much operated.
Uwe Boll, your baseless insulting of other people and the products that they have worked so hard on is disgusting, and this is especially so since your movies are low-budget, poor-quality pieces of trite. If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm making fun of you!
Man, talk about being so much of an total egotist with such a big ego to just flout about and even rub it into the face of others.
I would much rather you be an egotist with a small ego, good sir.
And it's all fucking bullshit, and I will never do it in my life again. For me, crowdfunding is absolutely dead. Goodbye. And it looks like nobody gives a shit about Rampage 3, so...
Well, good for you. Maybe it'll teach you to absolutely leave video game franchises alone and stop absolutely flouting about your low-budget business bullshit across the face of video gaming fans.
Why do you think that's the case? I mean, it's not like you getting ripped to shreds in this video is gonna stop you from using Iron Man as an avatar.
Maybe I shouldn't do it then. I have enough money to play golf till I'm dead. And
who cares about that? You should, considering he spent the first half of the video ragging on how the rich Hollywood people were evil and laughed at everyone who weren't as rich as them. Now he's saying that he's rich enough to play golf for the rest of his life and telling everyone else to fuck off. If anything, he's throwing a bitch fit because the consumers didn't play into his hands as easily as he states that they do for Hollywood moguls. He's basically spouting out really obvious contradictions to his previous statements and marking himself as a blatant hypocrite. Oh look, something you could have caught on to had you not just been geared towards directly insulting his movies without any sort of context. Yay!
As the campaigns to make any money. I want to do Rampage 3 because it is an important movie.
Why is Rampage 3 more important than any other other films like Avengers Age of Ultron, Jurassic World, and the upcoming Terminator Genesis?
He didn't say that Rampage 3 was more important than any other movie, Age of Ultron, Jurassic World, and the upcoming Terminator Genesis. He just said that it was important. That could mean important to him, that could mean important to the franchise, that could mean important to the story built by the first two movies. Stop interjecting and getting angry about things he didn't say.
But it looks like you're easier giving $600,000 if you make a movie about some retarded wizard in the forest. Or for another, whatever, Marvel Avengers bullshit dirt.
Again with the insult towards Marvel. Goodness gracious me, you really have a massive hard-on to insult anybody else that you don't even like Marvel. Good Jesus Christ, man.
I'm sorry, say that again?
They're pretty much laughing how pathetic you are.
Didn't quite catch that.
Brainwashing bullshit? Couldn't that be described about your films?
One more time.
Uwe Boll is well notorious for making absolutely abysmal film adaptations to video games.
Just as I suspected. 42 levels of hypocrisy.
So goodbye and goodbye Hollywood.
And I highly doubt everybody's going to listen to you. And thank God it's over. So what did I think of those two videos?
You did a bad commentary on them. Case closed.
Fell in love again. What am I gonna tell my friends? It just happened. You walked in my door, and now I don't wanna be alone no more. Oops, I've done it. Told you how I feel. Just hope this time that our love is real.